Woo! This is Daryl from Daily Crypto Trade Signals coming to you live from Asia. This is our evening update, guys. And I have a really amazing, interesting video for you. Dogecoin, the end game. What is that all about? Well, we're going to talk about a hypothesis that Mark Cuban has talked about, that Elon Musk has talked about, and the hypothesis is, could Dogecoin be the next stable coin? We're going to dive into that. We're going to dive into some of the fundamentals of inflation. What is a stable coin? What is a CBDC? What does it take to be a stable coin? And does Dogecoin have what it takes to be a stable coin? You know, we all hear about Elon Musk talking about Dogecoin, the cryptocurrency of Earth and beyond. We also have Mark Cuban, who I'm going to show you. He also talked about Dogecoin being the next stable coin. So is the natural evolution for Dogecoin, is it for him to be the next stablecoin? Will Dogecoin be the next stablecoin? Will Dogecoin be the stablecoin for developing countries that don't have a stable fiat currency supply, and those people that are non-bankable, like in South America? So we're going to see all of this happening, and we're going to see it unfold in front of our eyes. So let's dive right in right now. Woo! Just remember, this is not financial advice. This is just OG expressing the opinion, and this is for educational purposes only. And remember, watch out for nasty scammers in the content and protect your own currency, your own cryptocurrency, by turning on two-factor authentication. It's so important that you do that. So let's jump into it right now, guys. So let's just take you back. Let's just go back, go back in time. Now, Mark Cuban, he did talk about it in May. And Mark Cuban says Dogecoin will hit $1 and become a stable coin. So this is not something new. This is not a new discussion. So Mark Cuban did say that he believes that, you know, Dogecoin, which was produced purely as a joke, could become the next stable coin. What does all that mean? How is it possible that Dogecoin can become a stable coin? Now remember, there are different classes of stable coins. Some that are pegged to USD and other fiat currencies, and some that are not, okay? And some that are algorithmic based, and some stable coins that are based on a collection of cryptocurrencies, and they're pegged. So we're going to talk about that. So this is the hypothesis. An alternative to existing stable coins is Dogecoin. So one of the most often cited concerns about cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ether is that they're highly volatile. I think we'd all agree that ethereum and a lot of cryptocurrencies are highly volatile. And sometimes that volatility is one reason why we can't call this coin or that coin a stable coin. So it becomes not practical to use a volatile coin to facilitate an exchange or basis for borrowing and lending transactions, because it would just be moving all the time, and you because it's not stable, you would end up losing your shirt. These are valid criticisms, and in search for a solution to this problem has led to the development of market of stable coins. And the meaning of a stable coin means it's stable. It doesn't fluctuate too much. It's pretty much stable. The stable coin market has grown from a few $1 billion to over $70 billion. And you can see here how over time this has grown. And you know, the leading right now, the biggest stable coin of them all is in fact Tether. So what exactly is a stable coin, guys? We all talk about it, stable coin, but does anyone actually know what it is? So a stable coin is a class of cryptocurrency that attempts to offer a price stability, and the key there is price stability by pegging it against a value to some external source. Stable coins are a bridge between the worlds of cryptocurrency and everyday world of fiat currency. So that's what makes them stable. Now, stable coins can be classified into different types of stable coins. So let's just dive right into that right now real quick. So the first kind of stable coin is fiat collateralized stable coins. Now remember, Tether, it says that it's backed by US dollars, but in fact only around about 4 to 5% is, unlike USDC where 65% is. So there's no true stable coin that is 100% backed. So we make that very clear. So there's fiat collateralized stable coins right here. Fiat collateralized stable coins maintain a fiat currency reserve like the US dollar, and these reserves are typically maintained with an independent custodial and can be regularly audited to ensure compliance, confidence in the currency being pegged. That's not the case with Tether. I'm not beating up Tether. And examples are Binance USD, Tether, USDC, and GUSD and Paxos, for example. And they're pretty much stable all along the line. So we have crypto collateralized stablecoins, and crypto collateralized stablecoins are backed by other cryptos, and they are typically over collateralized and are issued as a stablecoin loan backed by a digital asset collateral. So don't worry about that, just understand the category. And then there's the algorithmic stablecoins. Algorithmic stablecoins are governed through and backed by an algorithmic process rather than an asset or currency. Remember Titan? Titan was one of these such algorithmic stablecoins. And what happened with Titan? Well, there was a run on Titan and it collapsed, right? So that's really important that you guys understand that. And the next thing is we need to understand. So we understand that we have different kinds of stable coins. The ones that you guys are most commonly familiar with are the stable coins that are pegged to USDC, the US dollar, okay? Like Tether, USDC, etc. So what is a CBDC? So right now a CBDC, let me just zoom that up for you guys a little bit. So a CBDC, a central bank digital currency, is a digital currency from a country's fiat currency that is also claimed on a central bank. The central bank issues electronic coins or accounts backed by the full faith and credit of the government. CBDCs are the liability of the central bank, which means that the government must maintain reserves and user accepting the currency as a liability of the government. So basically, it's just a dollar that they digitalize, and now it's issued by the central bank, just like your dollar, your Ben Franklin's, your Benjamins. So it's the same kind of thing. All right, guys. So moving on. So the issue is look at global money supply. So let's just drill down on global money supply. So right now, the growth in global money supply is outrageous. We can see that if we look at the chart above, M2 money supply black, and against the GDP blue and the CPI red, you can see that the money supply is just they're printing. It's like a hockey stick. It's insane. So we can all see the chart, and in the growth of the US or Canadian money supply, at some point we have been shocked to learn that the money supply has expanded by close to 40% since 2020. Close to 2000, it's expanded 40% already. And since 2020, it's gone up 15%. So we're printing more and more and more money, and that means that the value of the dollar is going down and down and down. And you can see that. It's just insane. So, and if we look at, and a lot of people talk about inflation and and this and that. So by contrast, the 5 billion coin programmatic annual supply of Dogecoin increases for Dogecoin seems almost reasonable. Because you can see, if you look here, you can see that the inflation rate for fiat currency is insane, guys. And if you actually look at the Dogecoin annual supply, you can see that in 2020 the inflation rate was 3.9%, and if we move out to 2050, it's only plus 1.8%. So you can see over time that the inflation rate of the Dogecoin is going down relative to its value, where the fiat currency is going in the opposite direction. It means that Dogecoin, its inflation rate is less than the US dollar. So it means that over time the US dollar buys less, where over time Dogecoin buys more. All right? So that's really important for you guys to understand that. So if not the US dollar, then what? What can we use instead of the US dollar? I do understand that there is a very large market for US dollar backed stablecoins and a pseudo replacement for the euro dollar market. There are many people in countries that lack reliable currency or financial system to whom easy access to US dollar stablecoins on their phone would be a life-changing development, and monetary issuance of a US government is not a concern to them. So what this is really saying is that there's a lot of people in developing countries where if they had access to a cheap and reliable stable coin like Doge, then life would be considerably a lot easier for them. So if we look at another metric that supports the idea of Doge being a stable coin. In another useful metric, you will notice that the total number of Dogecoin addresses is 3.79 million, compares favorably to the number of DeFi addresses and Tether addresses. So if you look at the number of Tether addresses, right now it's 3.2 million, where the number of Doge addresses is 3.79. So you can see that there's some similarity between Tether and Doge. So, all of this is to say that Dogecoin is relevant and worthy of consideration and has built a community. So also too, a stable coin is not only about something that's being pegged, it's also about the value that the community gives it. So if you look at Bitcoin Cash is its transaction speed is high, the fees are low, but Bitcoin Cash doesn't have the community or acceptance like Dogecoin has. So that's why it's really important that if you want to be considered for a stable coin, a fourth type of stable coin, then it needs to have the community behind it. So Dogecoin is relevant and worthy of consideration and has built a community that rivals the leading communities in any part of the crypto ecosystem. In addition, this has been achieved without material or technical development, because we all know that technically Dogecoin has been very slow, the devs have been really slow, and the technical developments over time for Doge has really been lacking. I mean, that's picking up now that we have the Dogecoin Foundation. So, and then we have Vitalik in the mix. So what we're trying to say, so what's the path forward? Which problems are easier to solve? The technical challenge of scaling Doge, or the societal challenge faced by CBDCs on which currency has the best chance for long-term success. So we all know the technical challenges for Doge are being addressed right now. That's why Vitalik, Elon Musk set up the Doge Foundation. So I think it's clear there is a need for a stable coin alternative that is not pegged to or backed by a fiat currency. So I believe that this fourth class of stable coin is going to be Dogecoin, and Dogecoin will be the next stable coin. And I think what's going to happen is Doge is going to go to $1. It's going to stay at $1, and then the huge announcement is going to be announced that Dogecoin is going to be the next stable coin. And I believe that Dogecoin is definitely a candidate to be a stable coin. Could Dogecoin become a credible alternative to existing fiat-backed stable coins and CBDCs? In my opinion, it is the leading candidate, having already developed a strong community and possessing a monetary policy superior to its existing fiat-backed cryptocurrencies. So we can see that it already has the wallets. It has its inflation rate is very small compared to fiat. It has a community, has all the earmarks. It's fast. The transaction fees are low. So this is really a key example of what I believe that Dogecoin could be the next stable coin. So what's the end game for Doge? The end game for Dogecoin is to be the next stable coin. And I believe it's going to be happening in December once we hit $1, guys. So let's jump into markets, and then we'll jump into some TA. So right now you can see the total market cap is 2.33 trillion. The volumes are light because we're on a weekend in America and in Europe. And the total value is 77.40 billion. The dominance is kind of stable, and it's going flatline right now. And let's take a look at BTC. BTC is still over 50,000, and it's up 0.71%. And that's 50,246. And Ethereum right now is trading at 3,924, and that's up 0.73%. ADA is down 1.55%, and that's at $2.87. BNB in the house is up also 0.76%, and it's just under $500, and it's 494. BNB needs to get above $500. I'm telling you, it needs to happen right now. Solana is also down about 1%, and that's at $141. And my Doge is up 1.72%, and it's above 30 cents. So let's jump into Doge on the one-day chart. So you can see here earlier today, I did paint that we had this descending triangle, and we're trying to break out of it. and it looks like we're still just outside of this descending triangle, and I believe that we're going to have a huge upside, and we could be seeing ourselves going to 34-35 cents. Now we have this huge resistance at 32 to 33 cents. We need to really get past that, but the momentum is still looking good, and Dogecoin is doing the right thing. It's going up. So let's see how this pattern forms out. We're going to be seeing much of the crypto pretty much flatline for the rest of the long weekend, and we could start seeing things coming back by Wednesday. Keep in mind that September is often very bullish for crypto, and just keep an eye on that. And here also, if we look in this is a 4-hour chart, we're seeing that we just have a buy indicator that's just flashed on this matrix here. This is the Aurochs, by the way, and we can see here that it's at just over 30 cents, but there's a buying indicator, and then we have our overhead resistance at 3057. So if we can break past that, it's really, really bullish. And we're above our 20-day, we're above our 50-day and 200-day moving averages. So that's really good. Nothing really to worry about. If you look at our on-chain data for Doge right now, one thing I don't like is that the correlation between Bitcoin and Doge is going down. So we really need the Bitcoin price to start going up, guys. That's really important. And right now, 74% of Dogecoin holders are in the money, 6% are out. 21% are out, and 6 are breaking even, everyone. And if we look at the social sentiment right now for Doge, let me get my face out of there. Good to facey out of there. If you look at the social sentiment for Doge right now, the Dogecoin sentiment index, you can still see it's going down, guys. I don't know why it's going down, but we need to get some more tweets out there, more stuff happening. If you look at the number of posts on social media, they're also going down as well. I think it's because people are on a long weekend and they're doing other things and they're being distracted. I think that's one of the main reasons. I wouldn't worry about it too much. But I really believe that Dogecoin could be the next stablecoin. This is really the end game, in my opinion. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still going up right now. This is a 4-hour chart. And right now we're at 50,558 on the Binance chart, and we're up by 0.57%. And today we painted a high of 50,800. So hopefully we can get back up into that $51,000 territory. But the volumes are really light right now because it's a weekend, so don't expect too much. You can see that the total amount locked in DeFi is still at 98.45 billion for Ethereum, so that's really good news. Also, you can see that the fees as well, they've come down a little bit from this morning, but the fees are still pretty high at $20.87. And then if you're doing a Uniswap exchange, they were $81 this morning, but they've come down to $64, so that's good. If we look at the total burn right now for Ethereum, the burn right now for Ethereum, internet's slow here, sorry, there is $203,000 for the internet burn, but fees are way too high. And we can see that Ethereum right now is trading at $3,920, and we're still in positive territory in the 4 hours, so that's pretty good. We're almost up 1%, as I said earlier, and we still have this $4,000 overhead resistance when you really need to break that. But I don't expect anything really happening till Wednesday, guys. I think that most of the weekend is going to be pretty boring. Tomorrow is going to be pretty boring in crypto land, and Cardano is is trying to break out of this pattern I painted earlier. So let's see how that figures out. But we're still up, and Cardano is at $2.86, and it has a $3 resistance level. We really need to go up. We really need to get past $3. If not, we could see ourselves breaking down to the $2.58. But remember, I think a lot of people are going to be on the sidelines until this whole smart contracts Alonzo thing is announced and officially gets into play. So another thing that we need to look at right now is Solana. Solana is still doing pretty good. Solana is at $140, and remember that people have been taking profits. This is on the daily chart. So people have been taking profits yesterday because we hit that all-time high. So don't worry about it too much. Our next target for Solana is $200. So I think we're going to get there. That's where we have our resistance at $200 right now. So I think we're going to be probably going sideways till Wednesday. We may see, where I see Solana going is I see Solana kind of doing this. Then we might get like a 40% correction that takes us down here. and then we can be doing something like that. So that's where I really see Solana. So that's about it for us today. So guys, don't forget to go to my Twitter, follow me on Twitter. Do that right now. I really appreciate that. Don't forget to smash the likes, subscribe, YB. Do it right now, guys. Don't forget to check out all my linky winkies. Remember, none of this is financial advice. This is just me expressing my opinion, and this is for educational purposes only. The OG in the house. And remember, do try to support the channel with Patreon. Do buy the channel coffee. Remember, all the Patreons, all the coffees that you buy for the channel go to charity. Also, become members, guys. We got lots of perks. We have our super members. We have our own private WhatsApp group. We have our VIP member as well. And this is just showing more love, more support for the channel. All the memberships go to charity. And the VIP members, we are going to be setting up a monthly video conference, and our first video conference should be coming up probably around about September 15th. Around that time frame, we'll be setting up our first video conference. So don't forget, guys, VIP members, send an email to Jenny Tong, and we'll get you set up with that conference ID. So don't worry about it. All right, guys. And VIP members, we're going to be also setting up a WhatsApp chat for you guys, special, so it's easier to communicate. And guys, don't forget to check out my NFT collection. We got a ton of NFT collections that you guys want to check out. We got some really great stuff. Check it out. NFTs everywhere, guys. So we got some beautiful NFTs. Check it, NFTs. You're gonna love it. I love it. So go to OpenSea.io, go to Digital Asian, and you can check out our NFTs. I mean, got some really good stuff out there. And with that being said, guys, don't forget to check out my merch. Looks like our baseball caps are back. We had run out for the past 3 days on our baseball caps, so our baseball caps are back. We got polo shirts, we got hoodies, we got girl stuff, we got pajamas, even got baby clothes, and we got a lot of our bucket hats are out though. So we've got a lot of non-clothing items like our mug to mug. Get the mug to mug. You want the mug to mug. Woo! All right, guys. So this is Daryl from Crypto Daily Trade Signals coming to you live from Asia. And I just want to say one thing. I really believe that Dogecoin, my Doge in the house, could be the next alternative to existing stablecoin marketplace. We could see Doge, once it gets to $1, being the next big stablecoin. Why? Because the transaction fees are low, the community is huge, the speed is fast, and also the inflation rate of Dogecoin compared to the fiat is much lower, 1.8% in 2050. So that means that Doge is retaining its value, and I really see that Dogecoin will be $1 in December, and then we're going to have people like Elon Musk, Vitalik, the Doge devs, and Mark Cuban all chiming in and saying that it's going to be a stablecoin. And how does it become a stablecoin? Well, when more and more merchants accept it to be a coin to have transactions across all the blockchains for retail. So when Dogecoin is accepted as a form of payment and a cryptocurrency of the world, and look at all these developing countries out there that are bankless, they can definitely use Doge to start buying and selling things around the world. So I think it's going to come. It's just a matter of time. So this is Daryl. This is OG from Crypto Daily Trade Signals, expressing my opinion and providing good crypto education. And we are the only God-fearing crypto channel on the interwebs. We believe in God. Go with God. Walk with God. Do good. Spreading a good vibe to you every single day. Woo! This is Daryl. I'll see you in the next one, guys. I love it. You love it. Let's get it. Woo!